PC players gonna think you hacking with these settings. So we're gonna start by going to my favorite thing in the game, your settings and your controller. Oh, if you want to turn on, folks, you're gonna need a high horizontal. To get that high horizontal rate to turn on, folks, you're gonna gradually increase it by 0.10 from 1.5. Vertical is a little different. You want a little more control and a little slower on your up and down movement. I know you fools love your vibration, but turn it off. And trigger effect as well, it hurts your aim. Stop it. Don't skip it as skip out on your dead zones. It's going to control all of your movement. We're going to break it down. So you want to show more? Turn on test dead zone. Spin your sticks around spinny diddy little bit. After running your test, both your sticks should be dead smack in the middle and you should have 0 horizontal and vertical axis on both ends. If you end up with a positive axis number and an off right or left stick, no problem. You're going to want to go down to your left stick minimum and your right stick minimum. Increase these. I keep them at a minimum of 5. Sometimes you'll have to go up a little bit until those two are perfect with 0% axis. The outer red rings are going to demonstrate when your controller stick stops putting in input. The inner rings are going to demonstrate when it will start putting in input. Now, I know you've seen videos. Put your input in and have this red ring. Don't do it. When you get to a certain point and you hit that red ring on your stick, it's going to stop moving. Have control over your input 100%. Last thing we want to focus on for the dead zone is going to be your L2 and your R2. It's going to be your aiming and your shooting. Put them both at 0 and 0. And now we moveth forward to the next setting, aiming. Sensitivity multiplier, show more, ADS sensitivity multiplier. If you got problems hitting ADS, go down to 0.95. If you like it at 1, keep it on 1. If you want to be quicker on those slide transitions, go up to 1.05. Ooh, time to get fancy with aiming advanced settings. Go down, ADS transition timing, instant. Go down again, aiming response curve type, dynamic. This is going to give you more control over your aim. Your sensitivity per zoom, I don't care what they say, turn it off. I know what you're going to say. Other YouTubers say turn this on. Oh, this is McGee, and I'm telling you, turn it off. It's going to make you sprint when you don't want to sprint, and when you activate that, it's going to affect your ADS time. It's going to be slower to aim down sights and sprint to fire. Now you're going to click show more because there is 2 you do want active. That's going to be your sideways and your backwards. Always have those active. It's going to help you slide and dive backwards when you really need it. You sick of trying to do your hip hop anonymous and trying to jump around and then you just mantle. Oh, I hate it. Turn it off. Turn it off. Go down to your mantle assist angle and put that jump on tight. We're going to boogity on down to corner slice. All that leaning left and leaning right while you're aiming, it's not actually where you're aiming. Turn it off. It is visual only. Let's get into some more advanced settings of movement. Go down to your dive, turn tap to slide. It's going to stop those unwanted dives. You sick of jumping and then all of a sudden you hanging on to a ledge. Oh, somebody help me up. Turn that off. No more jumping around and hanging on a window ledge. All right, let's move on down to a little more advanced setting. Slide, maintain, sprint. This is going to be good when you're trying to slide around the corner and get away because you're going to get up and you're going to keep sprinting and you're going to be moving faster. So now we're going to go all the way down to movement advanced settings. And the only mantle button that you want is this one. This is going to make sure you can still mantle with pressing X. Let's get a little graphic. So you want your 120 hertz mode on. I would do anything you can to turn this on, short of going to 1080p. If you can go inside of your console and go down to 1440p, you should be able to turn that on. Eco mode should be off by default, but make sure. Hit that bumper, go over to quality. Changing these are going to make your movement so much smoother. It's not going to look all grainy and slidey when you move left and right anymore. Turn those first 3 off. Go down to your fidelity, turn it on. It's going to smooth your picture. Go down to the strength. Default's 50. That's fine. I do 65 or 75. Only put on-demand texture streaming on optimized if you have unlimited internet data. If you do not, you're going to have an insane crazy bill you do not want. Trust me. Let's get into the controversial field of view. Yeah, having 120 is cool. I can see the world around me, but it's going to make your target smaller. You're going to be fine at 95 to 105. I promise you, and you're going to see your targets better. Now, a setting I actually haven't seen on YouTube is your ADS field of view. If you put this on independent, you will have a much better view when you're ADS. You do not need no 120 when you're aiming down sights trying to shoot a target. Changing that weapon field of view to wide will give you a better picture overall, and it will give you a stimulated movement. Another setting I don't see in these reels and shorts is your camera movement. Turn it down to least. You're not going to be bobbling and wobbling like a fucking bobblehead. I'm going to pause this for a moment, let you copy everything, and then we'll move on to the next tab. Alright, let's move down to audio. There's only one setting in here I really mess with, and that's going to change your audio mix to bass boost. If you can turn on enhanced audio, go ahead and turn it on, but that's if you want to pay that money to Sony, because we already given them enough. Do one more quick audio setting, go over to voice chat. Turn it up to 100 if you want to hear all them fools talk that smack when you do these settings and you make them think you're hacking. Last but not least, we're going to go over here to the interface. Very important. Let's dive in. So this is really an optional setting. It's not too big of a deal. Do not turn that one I just turned on by accident. Don't turn it on. Don't do that. We're going to go down to skip kill cam. You turn this on, you'll have the option to watch the kill cam, and it'll get you back into the match much quicker. Now we want server latency on and packet loss on. When you start a match, keep an eye at the top left of your screen. You want your server latency to be 0 to 50, and you want your packet loss at absolutely 0%. Now, readability, I would suggest turning your subtitles off so they're not all over your screen when you're trying to smack somebody. Now, I always found this really weird, but your color customization is with your subtitles right here. Click it. All right, so if you want to change your color and you want to change your teammate's color, that's fine. The green's a little overbearing and it gets hard to see things, so I change it. Enemy color, that's important. If you change that to hot pink, they're going to pop. You're going to see your enemies a lot better. Trust me. For your filter, put your filter on 3. It's going to dull down the bright colors just a little bit, but it's going to make everything run and look a lot smoother. Let's move over to gameplay HUD and tweak this safe area just a little bit. I see too many people going all the way out like you see here. The best thing to do is go all the way out and then come in a couple notches. That way the full white line's visible and you get your full screen. Most of these are optionals. The one you want to look for is compass type right here. Put it on horizontal so you can see your compass at the top, and it will show the enemy indicators when they shoot on that compass. All right, let's go to the underrated crosshair settings. If you turn it on, you turn your dot on, you put your dot on the largest and your spread on. A lot of people talk smack about the spread. Oh, it takes it room on your screen. Well, too bad, because you know what that's going to do? It's going to give you a body hit indicator, and it's going to show you where that enemy's body is in your crosshairs with the recoil. Now, like you see in other videos, you do not want red. Red is the color your crosshair is going to turn when it is on an enemy and targeted. If you have it red, you're not going to know when your target switches. I keep it on a white with a little bit of a blue tint so I have enough to see it well, but it's not white blending in. I'm not really going to explain these last couple settings, but if you match what I have or you mess with it a little bit, it's going to take off all those bright numbers on your screen right in the middle of it. It's going to take away your elimination feed overall, giving you a better visual and letting you see the enemy better. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot on my adventures.